Hello FlossTube, my name is Sarah, I'm from Memphis, and this is my channel about cross stitch. Today is Sunday, November 21st, and this is FlossTube number 10 for me. Hello y'all, I have missed you very much. I'm over a month out now, so yeah, have a lot to talk about, lots of fun, exciting things. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been back to talk to y'all. My daughter got married, and so I really didn't have time that week. She got married November 6th, and everything was wonderful. And then I got really sick about a week after that. And I mean, just like, I'm coming out of it now, but like down and out in the bed, upper respiratory virus, just horrible sore throat, just nasty, nasty stuff, not COVID and not the flu. So yeah, there's some funky stuff floating around out there, but I am on the mend and feeling much better and returning to work tomorrow and just gonna have a, sort of semi-normal week since we're heading up to see my mom in Wisconsin and my mom's stepdad up in Wisconsin for Thanksgiving. And we're excited about that. If you've watched my previous floss tubes, you might know that I visited my mom and stepdad over 4th of July at their home in Iowa, and just within the last couple weeks they moved to Wisconsin. So we're going to be going to a new place. I've never visited the wonderful state of Wisconsin before. We're going to do some really fun stuff, check out their new house. We're going to go to a German Christmas market, which looks pretty amazing. So I'm excited about that and just get some good family time in. My daughter's wedding was fabulous, and Winnie is just walking around in here jingling this collar. Let me get rid of this collar, sorry. Oop. Okay, that'll help. My daughter's wedding, it was fabulous. It was wonderful. Everything went so nice. We kept it super, super small because, with COVID and uncertainty and crowds and everything. So we just basically had the bridal party, and us and her aunts and uncles, and it kept everything pretty much under 50 people, and we were able to have a really, really beautiful ceremony. I'll post a few pictures in. We have some sneak peeks from the photographer, and they're not all back yet, but it really was just a perfect, super sweet, special day. They got married in the chapel of their high school, and they are high school sweethearts, and everybody in the wedding party, with the exception of my son, all went to and graduated from their school, and it was in the chapel at their school. So they had spent many school hours in that chapel growing up, and it was super, super special. The reception was gorgeous. We had a beautiful dinner. The toasts were amazing. I can just say that as much as the newlyweds loved each other, they are very loved by their family and friends, and it was a magical, magical evening. And so yes, things are great. They're back from their honeymoon and doing the whole married thing. So it's wonderful. That kept me very busy. So like I said, a little behind on the floss tube. And then my son, he's been super busy too. He's a senior in high school and he's on the football team, and we just we're in the playoff season, and they played semifinals on Friday night, and unfortunately they didn't win, so they won't be going to the state championship after Thanksgiving. But that's 4 years of football all done now. In the meantime, he was also inducted into the National Honor Society. And he's dealing with college stuff and doing big stuff too. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on here, except yeah, that's pretty much it. That's enough, right? Yeah, so let me talk about some of these exciting things I've got going on. Okay, so I have some FFOs that came back from Keepsakes. I have an FFO that came back from my aunt in Oregon. I was able to find and purchase some of my unicorn charts. I've dropped into the world of the D-Stash on Facebook, and there's an amazing Facebook group for people who are looking for their unicorns. And so I've got a couple unicorns to show you. I have a finish and I have plenty of whips. I want to talk about my Nutcracker progress during the marathon for missing murdered Indigenous women, girls, and two-spirits. Made a significant amount of progress on that. I've got some other things I've started. Tons of haul, and then some plans for the next month. Kind of what's going on. So let me just get started with the fun stuff, which would be my FFOs. For those of you that are new to FlossTube, FFOs means fully finished objects. And that's when you have taken something that you have stitched and have turned it into something not just on the fabric, that's a finish, something that you can display in your home or wherever, whether it's something that's framed or a pillow or a flat fold or, you know, just any, there's a ton of creative ways to finish things to just, you know, so you can see your beautiful work. So my first finish is going to be a finish that I sent to my aunt out in Oregon to make, because you guys know, or y'all know, sorry, that I do not have a sewing machine and I don't know how to sew. I'm thinking of rectifying that in the near future. I just was thinking about doing that and then taking my new sewing machine up to my mom so she could show me how to use it and everything over Thanksgiving. But then I got sick and you know, stuff doesn't come fast enough with the situation with the shipping and everything nowadays. So maybe I'll wait till this summer. But in the meantime, I have some wonderful people who will sew for me. First of all, being my fabulous aunt out in Oregon. She finished my Christmas wreath by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, sorry, Christmas Wreath Club. It was a stitch along that we did over the last year, and I finished stitching it, and then they gave us directions, I think it was in September, on how to finish it to a pillow, and I just sent her the directions, and I sent her the fabric that I had purchased to go for the backing and a pillow form, and she made this beautiful creation here for me. So here we go. Isn't it wonderful? It turned out so cute. I can't wait to display this at Christmas. This is just the cutest, happiest little pillow to sit on a chair and look nice and cheerful. It turned out really great. So thank you, Aunt Susan. I really appreciate you taking the time to make this for me and send it back to me. She did a great job. And this fabric, it turned out great. As far as, you know, I was worried about it kind of looking okay, but there's enough oranges and peaches and tangerines in here that it looks super. So I'm excited about this FFO. Actually, my aunt said that the directions were super easy to follow. She is an experienced seamstress, and she said the directions were super easy to follow. So anybody who was tackling this as their first sort of sewing project, she said it's a great one to start with. So I listen to what she says about that. So oh, I might have forgotten to say that I'm filming from a new location. I'll have to see if I like it or not once I start editing, or actually just watching back before I upload, because my editing is not significant. Because maybe September, anyway, after I finished my last FlossTube, I got this new storage system, and my daughter has moved out, and I turned her room into my kind of little stitchy area. So I got one of these IKEA sets it's called a calyx, and my fabulous son-in-law put it all together for me, and I've got it all filled up with my whips, and my unit actually has, like, you could pick, you know, you could kind of configure. So I've got like storage for like books and magazines and things, and I've got drawers for stuff, and then you can't really see, but down here are those blocks that go in that you can just put all your goodies in. So I pretty much have filled it up. I've got my DMC floss storage up here. Still need to figure out a way that I want to store my fancy floss a little bit differently. But other than that, sorry, I'm trying to get situated in my new spot here. So yeah, that's why, new location. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know what the lighting is going to be doing in here. I don't know how it's going to sound in here, because I don't have it fully decorated yet, and it does have wood floors. So I don't have a lot of stuff on the walls, because I plan to hang stitchy stuff on the walls. So I think it might be a little echoey, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this is Christmas Wreath Club by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, my FFO done by my Aunt Susan out in Oregon. All right, then I had sent some things that I had stitched up to Keepsakes for finishing. They do offer that service. I think I first heard about it maybe around the holidays last year when they put a post up on their Instagram, and you could probably go back to about this time and see, and they posted kind of approximately about how much they charge for things and what services they offer. And so I sent it up there about right around 4th of July. I sent it up there, and I got it back a couple weeks ago, and I'll show you what I got back. So the first thing that I got back was this flat fold. This project was called Winter is Coming. I'd have to link the person who designed this chart in the box below because it was a PDF that I got off of Etsy, so I'm not super familiar with the designer. I stitched this because last winter was the 10-year anniversary of the first episode of Game of Thrones, so we had a little hashtag going, and I stitched this Winter is Coming, and they had put this into, they made this into a little flat fold for me. Cute little ribbon here and some polka dots and some kind of like wintry here. So this will be cute just to set up on a shelf or in my cabinet or something when it, you know, in January, because I like to decorate for winter in January, and then I usually leave that up until Valentine's Day. So another flat fold that I had done was Flower Fairy. You might remember Flower Fairy. I finished her this May while I was at the beach. She is by Stitchy Princess Black. She is Stitchy Princess on Etsy, I believe, and I'll link that down there below if you like the pattern. But she was stitched on a hibiscus by Brandy of BeStitchMe, opalescent, and I remember I did do a substitution for this blue and green, and this is a variegated thread by Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and I believe it's Jungle Cruise. Yeah, I think that sounds right. But anyway, she turned out pretty cute, didn't she? Yeah. It's got some really cute rickrack here. My niece really liked her, so I was going to give her to her, but I'm not sure now if it's something that, you know, when I look at it, it's cute. It looks very, very young, and she's in her 20s, so I don't know if she would really want it, but she was really interested in it when I was stitching it. So anyway, she turned out cute. Okay. Now, I did ask for my other two pieces that I sent up to Keepsakes to be made into pillows, and I'm super excited about the way these turned out. My first one is this. This chart was Joy to the World by Twin Peak Primitives. This was a free offering they put out last holiday season. I stitched it using the called for DMC with the exception of I changed this color in the windows. It was called for like a kind of a bright orange, and I kind of wanted to do more of one of the newer muted kind of like glowy oranges. I can't remember what number I changed it to, but that's still DMC. I did use some Petite Treasure braid on the snow and like on the roof line and everything like that, just to give it that little extra sparkle. I stitched this on linen, and it is a Babbling Brook. I don't remember who made this. I got it off 1-2-3 Stitch, but they made it into a super cute little pillow for me with this little pom-pom trim and a nice little red back. And yes, this is going to be another cute little Christmas pillow edition for decorations. I loved it. It turned out really cute, don't you think? So I'm feeling more confident when I'm getting these back. I'm looking at these and I'm like, I think I could try to do this. I think I could try to do this. So that's been fun. That's been fun. Now, probably my favorite. All right, so you'll remember maybe the beginning of the year, I finished Halloween Parade by the Blue Flower, and I asked that that be made into a pillow, and here it is. I love this so much, y'all. It is amazing. This is Halloween Parade by the Blue Flower. I stitched this on a 32 count Ancient by Picture This Plus. I used all of the called for floss. I did do a personal modification, this little white kitty cat that sits up in the tree that's dressed up like a peacock. I have a white kitty cat named Bella, and she has one green eye and one blue eye, so I did personalize this to look like our Belle. And then they turned this into a pillow for me, and I love this. I cannot wait. I can't wait to put this out at Halloween next year. Got a pretty little like fall back. And the thing I probably like the most is I love this chenille trim. The color is Sequoia. It's by Lady Creates. And I don't know if you can tell it on the camera, but it picks up the colors like in this crow up here. I mean, it just picks it up. It's perfect. It was a perfect choice. I was imagining more of like a black, and I'm so glad that they decided to go with this color because it's just amazing. I love it so much. So cute. And it's pouring down rain here, so if you hear rain, sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. But so good, right? It's so good. I'm so happy with the finishing and the stuff that I got back from Keepsakes. Highly recommend. It was great. It's great. All right. Those were all my FFOs. I'm gonna talk about my finish. I had one finish in the last month, and really it was significantly last month. I started doing the Autumn Royalty Trio by LeAnn Stitches. I started in September, so I have already done Lord of Gourds. You saw that last month. And in October, I did Count of Candy. And here he is. The Count of Candy. Isn't he very handsome? And I said in my post when I finished him, I feel like he's just got he's a little bit arrogant, has a little bit of an attitude there. Yeah, but he's amazing. This is stitched on a 32 count Jobelin. I think it's like London Fog or something Fog. Can't remember, and I can't remember who made the linen. Actually, I don't know who made the linen because I got it at my LNS and they didn't have the maker on it, but it's really cute, right? So I've got one more to finish in the group. That's going to be the Prince of Pies. So I'm going to get that done over Thanksgiving. And then I'll get these finished into something. Maybe some little pillows. But I want to keep them all together because I think they're super, super cute. But yeah, and this one is kind of a different... I was stitching this one, and do you see the way this candy bar is shaped? It kept bothering me, kind of like it was off. You know, like I counted off or something is off. But really what's happening is the part of this candy, this little corner of this candy that's coming out is kind of causes like an optical illusion with your eyes because it's like evenly counted. So I thought that was kind of strange about this. And then, yeah, I love the font. So LeAnn Stitches, right? It's great. It's great. I love it. So that was my finish for this past month. I think just because it is so special, before I hop into my whips, I want to jump into this unicorn situation that I found myself in. So I had heard about a unicorn out of print group on FlossTube. I was watching Karen and Bren of Fox and Rabbit, and they had started a Facebook group a while back. I don't really know when they started it. That was for people looking for their unicorns or their out of print things that they really wanted. And they started it, and then they had some problems within the group, which I don't know the specifics of. They were considering removing themselves from the group or just kind of shutting the group down. You know, sometimes Facebook groups just turn into stuff like that. But then someone that was within the group popped up and said, hey, she'd admin the whole group and take care of it and take it over from them. So she has. And that's kind of when I heard about it because all of that had already happened before I joined the group. And so what you do is you start an album, like a picture album, and you post pictures of your unicorns in there. And then you just say, hey, you know, my name is Sarah, You don't have to say your name. I guess your name's on the post. You know what I mean. And then you're just like, this is what I'm looking for. Now, sometimes people will want to sell you the unicorn. Sometimes people will let you borrow the unicorn. There's no exact rules about that because it's up to who has the goodies, right? You know, and then sometimes you have people that just have a significant stash and they've been stitchers for a really long time and things have gone out of print and they're just like, oh, they want to share it. They've already stitched it or they don't plan to stitch it. And you've got people really dying to stitch it. So I had 4 unicorns in my album when I started. And my first unicorn was Witch's Hollow by the Primitive Needle, which is everybody seems to be looking for all primitive needle stuff. This is a designer that had gorgeous, gorgeous designs, and she's passed away unexpectedly and, you know, way too soon, of course. And so her stuff is a pretty hot commodity. People are usually looking for it or trading it or whatever, asking really high prices for things on eBay. And, you know, sometimes there's some significant amount of fake stuff out there. So that was one of my unicorns. The other one of my unicorns was a chart by Lavender and Lace called Firefly Fairies. I first saw this chart on Kyle Rekemeyer's FlossTube. Oh, when I first saw the Witch's Hollow chart on Julia of Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World, she showed her whip parade, and I was like, whoa, wait, where's this chart? I had never seen it before, and that's why, because it's hard to find. So I fell in love with that, watching her whip parade. And then Kyle Rekemeyer did a whip parade, and I fell in love with these Firefly Fairies. And so they were one of my unicorns. Another one of my unicorns is a Dimensions kit, and it's called Christmas Cove. Sorry, I should know that a lot better than I had, but it just had to like question myself there. It's an older Dimensions kit, and sometimes you can, Rocio has it, and so does Angela, the Ada Stitcher. Sometimes you can find them on eBay, but they're pretty expensive too. I haven't found one that I've been comfortable enough to buy yet or spend the money on yet. And then my other one is the Blackbird, the one with the red house says into all good night on it. So those were my 4 unicorns. And pretty shortly after posting my stuff, I had people letting me know that they had them. And so, well, some people were looking for them and they ended up able to find them, but I was able to get 2 of them, and I am really excited about it. And I was nervous about purchasing them, you know, just because so much fake stuff's floating around or whatever, but I feel fairly confident, that I got real charts. I feel very confident that I got real charts, and, yeah, there's good people out there, right? So, the first one that I purchased I was able to get was Witch's Hollow from the Primitive Needle. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness. I love it so much. I'm really looking forward to starting it. I am not going to start it until I finish one of my other larger Halloween pieces, but I'm very happy to have it. I do have a question. It doesn't smell very well. You know, it's pretty old, and it smelled a little musty, even maybe a little smoky. If anybody knows any tricks to kind of air it out, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much because I will make a working copy of it. I'm not going to work with it. But if I ever do decide to sell it or let somebody borrow it, I'd hate to let them borrow it stinky. You know, it does have a smell to it. So if anyone has any good ideas for ways to air out that smell, I would appreciate knowing if you leave that in the comment information. That would be great because, like I said, when I'm going to be working on it, it's not going to be bothering me. But like I said, if I ever do let somebody borrow it or if I sell it or something, then I want to be able to. I would hate to sell it stinky, but it is what it is. I mean, the packaging that I received it in didn't smell or anything, so probably the lady that sold it to me, it wasn't her fault, it was stinky, you know. So anyways, okay, and the other one that I got was the Firefly Fairies by Lavender and Lace. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I'm super excited to do this one. This actually, see how this like burst or whatever right here? So this is like a bleach spot on fabric. And when this chart was released, which was in, I was gonna look that up. When did that chart came out? Oh, 1999. They actually sold fabric that was dyed with these splotches on it yeah, that was part of like the kit or whatever. And Kyle Rekemeyer is lucky enough to actually have, Kyle Rekemeyer is Stitching in Sound on FlossTube. Check him out. He's actually lucky enough to have a piece of that original fabric to use. There's directions, very, very specific directions on how to achieve this look on this chart. And my lovely friend LeAnn at Forbidden Fiber Co. said she would help me make this happen since I'm a chicken and I've never dyed anything before. And yeah, so anyway, whenever I do get to stitch that, I will be very excited to see how my fabric turns out, and I will definitely share and let y'all know what's going on. So those were 2 of my unicorns that I was able to get. I'm super excited about it, and I'm so grateful that such a nice group, or groups like this exist out there. I kind of went on a lavender and lace tangent, which you'll see in my haul, you know, later from that. And I was able to pick up some lavender and lace from a couple different people from the DStash site. So that was nice. I actually ended up having to get this Firefly Fairies all the way from the UK. Yeah, I had a really nice lady from the UK sell it to me. So anyway, just wanted to share that because that was super, super exciting stuff to me. All right, so whips. All right, Nutcracker. So the Nutcracker by RETM. Here we are. I started the Nutcracker on my birthday last year for my birthday start. And then in September, there was a marathon started for murdered, missing Indigenous women, girls, and two spirits. And it was spearheaded by Alicia of Resist Stitch. And there was also some other great FlossTubers heavily involved. Michelle Bendy Stitchy, Rachel Ray, and oh my gosh, Aaron 2 Martini Stitcher. And so this marathon ran from September 1st till the end of October. And the goal was to stitch 100 hours on whether you wanted to do one piece, whether you wanted to do multiple pieces, whatever. It was kind of like, remember, Jump Rope for Heart. So I had people pledging, you know, maybe $1 an hour or some sort of thing. And so I did make my goal of 100 hours within those 2 months. I personally, from my little account, raised a little over $300. So thank you to everyone that donated. I really appreciate it. I went and just double checked today, like the final donation amount from like the whole stitching group. And it was like over $17,000. It was almost $18,000. And that went to the Coalition to Stop Violence Against Native Women. And so that donation will be put in by Aaron 2 Martini Stitcher. She, I guess she could put in the donation through her or her husband, and her husband's work will like match a certain amount of the donation. So that's even more amazing. So I really enjoyed being a part of this marathon and helping bring awareness to, you know, such an important topic and things that are going on in our country. And I just, you know, everyone was really great, and it was a good thing. So I want to show you what I've done on the Nutcracker. I've actually stitched over 100 hours on it now. I am up to 111 hours. I have made a post on my Instagram. I've made like a story, and then I've posted like every hour. So if you wanted to go back and look through like a highlight of my highlight reel that I have on my Instagram, you can see hour 1, 2, 3, all the way. I haven't posted anything past 100. I have kept those pictures, but I've got about 11 to post. And I'll probably do that pretty soon. But here we are. And this Nutcracker is big. I think, I don't remember if it's 295 by 295, 395 by, it's big. So here we are. This is what I've got done. So when I started the marathon, I had already stitched like the first couple pages. So if you imagine, this pattern is broken down into 4 pages across and 3 pages down. So I was pretty much like right here at this swan when I started the marathon. And I came over this way and down, and then I would start on the next row and go across and across. And I just want to kind of talk a little bit about some of these beautiful motifs. And I see something right now that I have missed. Have y'all ever done that before? Like, I'm looking at it backwards and I can see I missed an entire flower off of a stem. Holy smokes. So do you see this? Do you see by my Nutcracker's hat? Do you see that planter with the red flowers? Yeah, I'm totally missing a red flower right here, y'all. What? I'm so glad I saw that, because can you imagine if I would have framed this and then looked at it and then been like, where's that flower at? That would have been terrible. Terrible. Did I already notice that before? I might have noticed that before. I feel a little deja vu right now. Okay. That's weird. Anyways, okay, so yeah, this stuff is just, these are just the most beautiful motifs. I just wanted to let everybody kind of look up close and see. The colors are wonderful. I did go on and put my date in because I am going to finish that this year. Cool thing about this Mouse King. You can't really tell. You can kind of tell if you go back and look at my Instagram stories, but when I was stitching his face, his fur, they're pretty much two very similar colors, but they are like a Quaker, the way she designed it, the way RETM designed it, it's like a Quaker design within his little fur. Oh, it's not coming through right. But yeah, this has been so much fun to stitch. This tree took me a long time to stitch. I'm not really sure why, but this tree was really, really something else. Presents went pretty quickly. I love these bells. I'm a little bit off on my first boo-boo, but I'm not gonna fool about it. I am a little bit off on one of these flowers, but I think it's okay. I think it looks okay. What else? There was something else I wanted to tell you about this. One of the motifs. I'm sure it'll come to me as soon as I finish talking about it. But yeah, so I would like to finish this by my birthday. I mean, it's really big. I can't wait to get done. I'm so excited about it. But I would like to finish this by my birthday. So I'm going to probably be pushing hot and heavy on this the next couple weeks to get this done. I don't have a ton left. A few pages. I've got these I got these pants to deal with. I gotta finish this Nutcracker body, so that's a significant amount of stitching. And then I've got to finish the rest of the Mouse King. Yeah, I mean, there's a good bit left. I always think there's less than there is, but yep, there we are. This is a 111-hour stitch there. Plus, like I said, what I'd already done on this top row, but yeah. Nice, nice, nice. I stitched this on a 32 count Tyco by Picture This Plus. It's beautiful. I've really enjoyed working on it. I can't believe that flower. Okay, so Fawn, if you're watching, I'm saying I'm stitching. This is my first time stitching, floss tubing in here, and I'm not really sure where to throw my stuff. I think I'm gonna throw it up here. That's gonna be a mess. Okay, might have to figure out a better spot for that. Okay, let's see. The next thing that the next thing I started on. So I was really excited to stitch all the turkeys in November. And just with the wedding and getting sick, I didn't stitch for like 7 days, y'all. I didn't stitch at all. Like, I stitch every day, so that's pretty crazy. But I did get to start Autumn Strolls by LeAnn Stitches. This. I was so excited about this. I was wanting to stitch all the turkeys because it's Sarah of Three Trail Stitchers. She's stitching all the turkeys for her birthday, and I really wanted to join her. Justine too of X's and Hoes. She's stitching turkeys like crazy too. But also happy birthday to Sarah of Three Trail Stitchers. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Y'all should go check out Three Trail Stitchers if you're not already watching. Carrie, Sarah, and Whitney. All right, so this is Autumn Strolls by LeAnn Stitches. I don't have a lot done, but here's where I am. I got that first corner done and a word. Started on this little cartouche here. I'm loving this. The colors are fabulous. This is the called for fabric, and it is Nantucket Eve by Seraphim. Isn't it pretty? It's prettier in person. I think it's getting a little bit washed out on the camera. It's much bluer. It's looking pretty whitish, but yeah. So that's where I am. Got a good start going on it. I like it. I'm gonna tell you what else I like. I like that LeAnn Stitches does all of these different, if you can see, like different borders, because the same border kind of gets old. I mean, it doesn't kind of get old. To me, it gets old, gets on my nerves. I think I'm gonna mess something up. So this is nice to know, okay, I've got this kind of border and I'm gonna get to do this one and this one and this one. I think that's fun, and I really like that she does it. Also, I really like that she doesn't necessarily make everything touch and line up, because that's helpful, I guess, if you have a boo-boo, right? All right, so I'd like to work on that some more over Thanksgiving. It is living in my November GaRon Toten Bags bag. I did not wait until I did FlossTube to use some of these bags, y'all, because I just couldn't. Look at the inside of that. It's fabulous. I love it. This turkey is like, this is a handsome turkey. Yeah, I'm so happy to be part of this Bag of the Month Club. It's fabulous. All right, the next thing I've been working on, and this has just been over the last couple days, Unicorn Tapestry. I'm feeling the pull because I need to get this sucker done by the end of the year. That's not nice to call it sucker, right? But that's how I kind of feel about it. You know, this was the project that inspired me to start stitching. This is my second project I ever started, and I would like to finish this before 2021's over. I'd actually like to finish this before we get very far into December, because I have a lot of plans for December. That does not include stitching on this. So, I'll show you where I am. Oh wait, this one's pretty see-through. I need to hold something behind it. Okay. So this is where we are. This is Unicorn Tapestry by the Tiny Modernist. It is stitched on a, I have to look every time, 28 count Zweigart on Riviera. It's called Riviera Aqua. Pretty color. This is where I am. So I miscounted or did something a little bit weird with my unicorn and my tree on this side. So I'm having to be a little creative and make sure my unicorn and tree match up on this side, which is kind of why I've been pushing this one off, because I knew it was going to take some creativeness. And so, but this is where I am, and y'all, I do not have a lot left. I really don't. Like this right here, this will go fast. I'll have a lot of fill in here. This tree is going to take me a good bit, but I'm going to try to knock this out over Thanksgiving holiday too. It's the goal. It's going to Wisconsin. And it's pretty. And I have liked to stitch on it a lot. I've liked stitching on it a lot more once I got the hang of the pin stitch, so I could switch between my motifs a lot easier. Yeah, that was very helpful. I don't really have as much, oh, what do you call that? When you run your threads all over the back, I don't really have as much of that after I figured the pin stitch out. So yeah, the pin stitch, if you're interested and you want to look it up on FlossTube, just put in pin stitch. It's just a way to start your stitches and hold them in place without having to do a loop start. Like, so if I've cut threads repeatedly, which I have for all these colors, and come back to them and I'm like using my scraps per se, you know, I mean, I don't want to start a new thread every time I need like 6 stitches or something like that. It's a nice way to secure your stitches. Yeah, so there we are, Unicorn Tapestry. This was supposed to be my 25/7 that really just never stuck to be the 25/7. I was sticking to it for a little while, but I'm me. So 25/7 doesn't always work for me, but I keep trying. I guess that's the thing. I keep trying. What else are we doing? Okay. On the 17th, yeah, I did stitch this because that is my anniversary stitch. It's the Robin Hood Sampler by Park Hopper Bart. You can find Park Hopper Bart's charts on Gumroad, and Gumroad's a cool thing because you can just pay what you can or what you want to Bart. He actually came out with a really pretty Christmas chart just in the last couple days, and he had a good one over Halloween too, so go check him out. A lot of his things are Disney inspired, not all. He is a orchestra librarian, I believe, and so a lot of his in addition to being Disney inspired, he has a lot of musically inspired designs. But anyway, so here we are, and here I am. So this is stitched on the called for fabric. It's a 32 count stone nougat. It's using called for DMC. What I finished on the 17th, which is my anniversary date, I finished, filled in these little diamonds here, and I finished my little white motifs through the border. Yeah, so I'm trying to get like this page down here done, and then I can move on to the next. But yeah, just chipping away at it. I like it. It's really pretty. Really nice chart. He has some great stuff. Oh, another, y'all will be so proud of me for this. I actually had a good time and got to Zoom with my friends Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives and Carrie of 3 Trail Stitchers. We Zoomed and worked on our Labyrinth Friends. We have a Labyrinth Friends Stitch Along. The hashtag is Bog of Eternal Stench Sal. So if you're familiar with this movie from your child or young adulthood, then you'll know why Bobby came up with that name. And we had a really great Zoom. We stitched and talked, and we mostly talked. I even joined like a little bit late just because I had family over. But oh my gosh, I think it was close to midnight before we finished. And I think Carrie's device was starting to kind of like get low on battery, or we would have just kept talking because the three of us can do some talking together. Yeah, so I really, really enjoy Zooming with those girls. And I finished the whole word labyrinth. I'm so proud of myself. We've Zoomed like, I don't know if it's been 3 or 4 times. And that's the only time I've stitched on it. And this is all I've gotten done, y'all. So I am stitching this on a 20 count Awakening by BeStitchMe. And what I did was, I wasn't really thinking. And so I stitched this labyrinth with two strands. And it's luckily it's the 310, which doesn't get good coverage anyway. And so it's not too bulky because it is a 310. But the rest of it, if it's not a word, yeah, I'll do these bottom words the same way, but the rest of it I'm going to just skip over to doing 1 strand of floss. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll get to chat again soon. You know, we talk about everything and movies and all kinds of fun stuff. So I enjoy talking to them. Oh, hopefully, ladies, we can get together soon, do some chatting. I know maybe Carrie will have some time over Christmas break. And Bobby will too. That would be great. All right, this next one was a new start for me. I started this with LeAnn of Forbidden Fiber Co. Or actually, LeAnn has her own floss tube. It's called LeAnn Stitches. We started the Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett. I think this one's a Nora. It's not Mirabilia, is it? I don't know. You know, Nora Corbett, Mirabilia. Same thing, but different. Anyway, isn't she beautiful? We started her on Halloween. I think LeAnn actually stuck to the plan and started her on Halloween, and I started her the day after Halloween. But here we are. I got a very, very little done. But I just got sort of her, the top of her skirt done. But I'm stitching her on a 32 count Garden Party by BeStitchMe. I love this. Ooh, it's so good. Once I get all these beautiful threads in and beads and Krynic, she's going to be amazing. She is going to be good. LeAnn has gotten like significantly more done. She's actually got like Trick or Treat done, and I don't know. But yeah, I will work some more on her at some point. All right. And oh, she's living in this super cute project bag by Lake House Stitch Co. I love this one. And I even got with this one, sorry about the zip, y'all. I even got this little buddy with it or whatever, which is great because you see all these beads in Krynic. And I have beads, I think it's beads. I can't remember if it's a beads or a Krynic on order at my LNS for both LeAnn and I because couldn't find it anywhere. My LNS locally here in my LNS, well, LNS means local needlework shop, and that to me is Stitchers Inc. here in Memphis. They are fabulous and they've been there a long time, and go check them out if you're around. All right, my next one was another new start. Sorry, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. All right, so this one I joined Matt, the MBC Stitcher. M like Matt, not N. I know it probably sounded like NBC when I said that. And Nitya of Daybreak Stitchery. Daybreak Stitches. Why can't I get her floss tube name correct? You'll find her if you look at it like that. They started a stitch along called the Autumn Lane Witchery Sal. And so this is the chart that I started to join them in that. Something Wicked This Way Comes. This was an expo release this fall. I love this. I think I said this before, how I love this middle. I love this middle part. That just makes the whole thing for me. I did go buy a spool of the Anchor Black, and I am enjoying working with it. I like the coverage. I am stitching this, and I do not know which way it goes. Oh, this is going to be a problem, y'all. What the heck, Sarah? I don't know which way it goes. When it comes for me to start this back again, that's going to be a problem. Well, I've got this little black area done right here. I'm stitching this on 32 count Escape by BeStitchMe. It's going to be really great. This pattern is going to be really great on this fabric. It's going to be really good. But I'm going to have to, that was so dumb. Okay, wait. Yeah, I see. It goes this way. Y'all help me remember. It's this like unsurged end edge at the top. I'm gonna have to do something about that. But see, I can see little feet right there above the bridge. So yeah, cool. I like it. It lives in this super cute GaRon toting bags. Halloweeny bag. I don't know when I'll get back to that. My plate is pretty full, but I really like it. And then let's see, just randomly, not super randomly, but kind of randomly, because my mom made a comment that she likes hedgehogs. So I don't know, I was just thinking about her the other day. And I stitched on my Hedgehog Meadow by Alexis embroidery. I'm stitching this on the kit fabric, which I think is a 32 count linen. And here we go. And let me think what I even did. I don't remember what I did, y'all. I might have finished something with in this. Oh, I think I did. I think I finished the top of this mushroom and this little, whatever it is up here. It looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? Why would we be having a snowflake? Maybe it's winter, Sarah. Oh, it must be winter. No. I was thinking maybe it is winter because I see like holly down here. But then some of the plants up here don't look very wintry. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's cute, right? Yeah, it'll be cute when it's done. That was just one of those random, I wanted to pull it out and work on it, and I did for a little while. And it's just nice to get a little progress on that. Yeah, so that was all of my whips. Hey, that's great. That's great. That's great. So let me just look at my list here for just a second. Sorry. Okay, just wanted to bring attention to a few things. I wanted to say congratulations to my friend Pam. Pam has a FlossTube called Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. I have gotten to, talk to her personally a few times because she hosts a Hawkhorn Hollow Zoom, and we'll be starting a Fancy Lady Zoom pretty soon. And so I really like Pam. I liked her on the FlossTube, but I like her even more after Zooming with her. And so what Pam has done that is amazing that I think would be so much fun to do is she has opened her own LNS. She has opened it, and it is called Stitch New England. And I believe she lives in Rhode Island, but I believe her store opened in Massachusetts. I have never had the pleasure of traveling the East Coast, but I do know that things are, fairly closely located to each other. So I don't think she lives too far away from where her shop is. And anyway, she also has an online presence. Go check her out, Stitch New England. If you can't go shop in person and support one of our own FlossTubers and members of the community, then check her out online. She has a nice online store. So congratulations, Pam. Super, super excited for you. The other thing I wanted to say was that my friend Sam of Sammie Liz, she is doing a D-stash. She has posted some cross-stitch charts and some fabrics. She used to do a good bit of quilting. I think like those Alexander McQueen fabrics and some Disney fabrics. Anyway, she has posted that on her Etsy store. Her Etsy store is Sasquatch Stitchery, like Sasquatch Stitchery. If you want to go check out her store, she has some good stuff on there. I was able to pick a few things up myself that I'm excited to get. So go check out Sam's store. I think that is pretty much it for, that's it for my whips. And that's it for my, I think it's about time for plans and haul. Okay. Let's talk about plans. Plans. So I am going to Wisconsin this week for Thanksgiving, and I anticipate some kind of like nice, quiet, lazy family time. We don't have any small children, and so my mom has new comfy couches and a nice big TV and a fireplace, and I actually have a new that just came in the mail today, Halo Go lamp that you don't have to plug in, that you can charge, that I'm going to be trying out at her house. And I plan to get some stitching done while I'm visiting. So I'm going to take the Nutcracker and try to make a dent in that. I am going to try to finish Unicorn Tapestry. I am working on a wedding sampler for my daughter and my son-in-law for their Christmas present. So I'm going to try to work on that. And what What else am I going to take? I don't know. I might take Autumn Strolls so I have something turkey. Oh, I've got to take Prince of Pies. Remember this one's buddy? I'm going to take Prince of Pies because I'm going to get Prince of Pies done. Might take something Christmassy. Our family tradition on after we have Thanksgiving dinner and we go for a walk and we do all things in the evening when we're winding down, our family tradition is we always watch the movie Elf. My stepdad loves that movie and I love to hear him laugh at that movie. I purchased an Elf pattern from, who was that from? Good Morning Maui. Must have been last year. And I'm thinking about starting it that night while we watch the movie. So that is possibly on the agenda if I take anything else Christmassy. I also may take some time over the holiday to kind of formulate some of my plans for December. I am going to be doing another FlossTube relatively soon after I come home for Thanksgiving, prior to the 1st of December. And in it, I will plan to outline what I'm going to be up to stitching wise in December and kind of give you some more information about something exciting that's going to be I'm going to be doing in December. I am going to join the community and I'm going to do a Flossmas video daily in December. I have 2 very exciting advent boxes that I'm going to open with you all every day. And then what I think I'm going to do is kind of just, instead of doing like another FlossTube in December, when I do my daily advent opening, I'll just show you whatever I've stitched on the day before and if I've gotten a new haul in or anything like that, or if anything exciting is going on. So they won't be super long videos, but there will be videos every day. And the 2 advent boxes that I'm going to be opening is the advent box from Forbidden Fiber Company called Yule Ball. And that should be, I believe it's 25 days of little goodies. Also, a chart is included from Michelle Bendy Stitchy and fabric and floss. So I'm going to be opening that sort of stuff to go with the U-Ball theme. The other advent box that I'm going to be very excited to be opening is going to be an advent box called the 25 Days of Christmas from Kitten Stitcher. I was lucky enough to be able to order one of those the other day when I got the notification in on our newsletter. And I am super excited. This box, let me just tell you real quick. I pulled it up because it has so many people's stuff in there. She says we'll get a mix of original and reproduction charts, some Christmas related, some not, threads, trim, needlework accessories by some of our favorite designers and creators, like the Bee Company, Jabco, Thread Gatherer, Scarlet Letter, Blue Flower, Heartstring Sampler, Your Hands to Work, Kathy Barrick, The Primitive Hair, Teresa Kogut, Dames of the Needle, Lottie Da, Stacy Nash, Taylor Nash, The Scarlet House, Gentle Art, Hello from Liz Matthews, Plum Street Samplers, Needlework Press, Stone Street Stitchworks, Hands Across the Sea Samplers, and Shakespeare's Peddler. So I'm super excited to get this box. These boxes, it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to, but like I said, I'm going to touch base with you guys right before December starts, and I'm going to go over what I've been up to in the meantime, what I was able to accomplish over Thanksgiving break, and kind of give you an idea of my plans for December. So yes, so that is very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So that's pretty much going to be my plans. I just want to show you all this haul, and I am warning you, I have a significant amount of haul, and I'm excited about a lot of it, and I have some kind of cool stuff, but I also have some stuff like, you know, my fabrics of the month for a couple months and my bags. So, you know, hopefully this will go faster than I thought. One of the first cool things I got is this Stitcher's Sidekick. I'm sorry, this is loud. Okay, so you see this? I know it's a mess because there's a thread bed here, and yeah, I've been using this. This has made my life significantly less complicated. I am not losing my scissors every 5 seconds, or I can find a pencil when I need it, or whatever. I can find it, okay? So what this is a sidekick, and it just rests over like the arm of your couch or your chair or whatever you stitch on. And it's got little pockets where you can put lots of goodies in. And it's got this hanging off. I guess you could hang your threads on it or not with some little pretty jewelry. And then on the back, it's got another little tab and a little pocket. I'm not sure what you should use everything for because I didn't really see it modeled. I saw it on someone's FlossTube and I cannot remember whose. And then I went to find this. This is a Vintage Stitchers on Etsy. Her name's Tammy. VintageStitchersEtsy.com. Okay, and when I looked the other day, I didn't see any of these sidekicks posted, but she talks about them in her announcements. So if you really wanted one, I would just message her and ask her about them. But they're fabulous. And this little thing is filled with, like, I don't know what it is, sand or walnut shells or whatever. You can stick your needles in there. This thing is fabulous. I'm taking this out of town with me. I mean, it is, sorry about that noise. It has made my life really, really nice. I'm, like I said, I'm just not hunting and dropping everything beside me, and it's not falling down the love seat, and it's good. It's good. All right. So I told you I kind of fell down a little lavender and lace rabbit hole after I saw the Firefly Fairies. So I was able to get some of these older patterns on D-stashes from a couple lovely ladies. I picked up Oh Christmas Tree. And what's this one called? Spirit of Christmas? Yep. And Enchanted Alphabet. And I think this was Lady of the Thread. Is she pretty? Yeah. I was happy to get these. I just started looking at all the lavender and lace, and they're so pretty. Love them. Love them. So I was glad to get those. Now I want to talk a little bit about models, because these next three purchases were inspired wholly by seeing a stitched model of these pieces on a FlossTube. Two of them I was enabled by Stephanie of Just Keep Stitching. Where was she at? Was she at Galleria? Might have been the Galleria video she did, where she went in the shops and was kind of filming the models that they had there. So these two, one of them I had really been wanting for a long time. I just hadn't decided to purchase. And then I saw the stitched model on the video and it just popped off the screen. And so I imagine most of you are familiar with this one, but this is Kringles by Little House Needleworks. And I liked it because I like the idea of it. And this is sort of a piece that I hope to stitch. And then one day I hope to have my grandkids, remember that, they came over for Christmas and they were looking at all the little shops, because I have items like that that I enjoyed that my grandmother stitched. And, so I liked it for that idea, but I never could just decide to buy it until, wow, I saw what it looked like stitched, and it looks fantastic. So I'm excited to have this one. The other one that was the same situation, where I saw the model of it, was by Thistles, and this is called Star Village. It is beautiful. I mean, just beautiful stitched. So I love that one too. And then last but certainly not least, I was watching Teresa, Little Stitcher. She went to a Mirabilia and everything else retreat, and she filmed stuff from their brag table. And Miss Christmas Eve, I have loved Miss Christmas Eve for some time, but when I saw her stitch, she is gorgeous. I am so excited to start her. I am going to start her with LeAnn Forbidden Fiber Co. We are going to start her next month, and I actually have her all kitted up. And when I get closer to starting her, I'll show you all the beads and all the specialty floss and everything like that. LeAnn's going to work on some fabric for us, because she is stitched on this beautiful yellow gold fabric. It's amazing, and I'm super excited about this one as well. All right, so let's go through some fabrics of the month that I'm behind on showing you all. This is Forbidden Fiber Co. Supernatural September fabric of the month. This is a cool little piece. It's a 32 count. Love it. Love it, love it. My other Forbidden Fiber Co. is from November, and this is cool. It's called Cranberry Crush. I like it. It's great. It's great. Yeah, and LeAnn's included this little card, and it's got a QR code on it. So if you want more of it, you're supposed to be able to just click on the QR code, and it'll take you to the store where you can buy more of your fabric of the month. Great idea. I love that. The next two fabrics of the month I have are from Fiberlicious, Yummy Fibers. This was September's Rustic Fall. Nice color. Yeah. And this one's cool. This is October's Fiberlicious, Wicked Night. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't even know what to stitch on this. This is cool. This is gonna be some good either Halloween or mermaid stitching. I don't have a mermaid yet, but it might look good. A mermaid might look really good on this. You know, I don't know. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. And last but not least is my Brandy BeStitchMe fabric of the month, Cardinal. That's a 32 count. Yeah, that's a pretty color. I'll find something nice to put on that too. I don't think I've stitched anything on a red yet, but I will. All right, now let's talk about some bags that I have. This first bag, my friend Alexis. Oh, Alexis, my amazing world, FlossTube and Instagram. She made me this bag. Isn't it beautiful? I loved it so much. Look at this charm. I told her I was having a hard time finding like harvesty fall bags that I liked, and she told me if I picked out my fabric and sent it to her, she'd make me a bag. And it's so nice, y'all, and it looks so good. Yeah, it's cool. I already put a project in there. Project I haven't started yet. Bounteous Autumn by Al Forest Embroidery. I was gonna start it. I wasn't feeling very good. It was when I was sick, and I was thinking I was gonna start it, and then, y'all, I'm gonna start this in the center. The center is like super complicated. This middle motif on this chart is like, let me see, full of string stitch, a leaf element, wheel element, pumpkin element, cart. I don't know. They're just a bunch of stitches that are not cross stitched. So, yeah, I'm gonna start it. I just have to have my ready with my patience and my brain learning before I start that one. All right, my next one, I love this one. This is from Fireweed Lane. This is the first bag I purchased from them, and really I purchased it because I'm obsessed with this fabric. Is it not the best fabric ever? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so good. I love this bag. I can't wait to put something really fun in it. And then I had some fun shopping on GaRon tote bags when they had the Halloween bags go up. Get that one. So cool. These are so well made. They like ship so efficiently. Remember I said I was a little low on cute Halloween bags? I think I'm good now. Oh. Hocus pocus. Yeah, so I think I took care of that. Remember I said I thought I could take care of that, and I took care of that. So all right, so much to love. October. Oh, cute little spider webs in here. Let's see, we got some goodies. You know, we always get some goodies. What did we get? Oh yeah, we got this little frogger. Isn't that cool? I need to pull that out because I don't need to just use that at Halloween. I need that for whenever I need it. What else do we get for Halloween? Oh, some M&Ms and some decaf pumpkin spice. Yeah, I love it. Cute bag, so much to love. She might have some openings for her bag of the month. Okay, this is my November bag of the month from So Much to Love. Isn't that cute? Oh, it's so pumpkin-y and happy and harvesty. This has got some really cute stuff in it. It's got a little towel, you know, like cross stitch. Isn't that cute? And this is fun. One of these little finishing kits from Lady Dot Creates. I love these things. There's so much good stuff in there. Yeah. And some, maple apple cider tea. I should have remembered this was in there when I was sick. But my throat still hurts, so this will be good with some butterscotch. Ooh, some little butterscotch candies in the tea. That sounds delicious. Okay. All right, just a few things left. Crazy Annie, I joined like near the end of the year when she had some openings and her little club for these little Lady Dot Create kits. I think this is my favorite little kit I've gotten so far. I love it. I like the fabric. It's called a little sparkle. Are those trims cute? Look at those pins. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And then I put in an order from Kitten Stitcher. I have been wanting this chart. I had seen it. Oh, I think I had seen it in Stephanie and Just Keep Stitching. I think when she videoed the brag table at StitchCon this past year, someone had stitched this one. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. Yes. And I couldn't find it. I could tell on the tag, like I paused it and I went backwards. I could tell it was by Shakespeare's Peddler. So I couldn't find it on their website. So I emailed her and she said it was like I don't know if it was like for a retreat or like for one store or something special. So it wasn't going to be released until like this fall. And it's been released. And isn't it cool? You know what I think I love? I really love those two wreaths up there. And that garland across the top. Like that just really, I don't know. I really like that. So I got that. And so I ordered that, and then I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to be too dark. I might stitch it on this. This is Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. Teresa had it 32 count. Duxbury, sorry. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I like Fox and Rabbit linen. It's gorgeous. All right, and the other cool thing that I ordered when I placed that Kitten Stitcher order was this old chart by the Cricut Collection. All right, so she has a section on her store called Cats, and like she has kind of like older things on there, and then she donates the proceeds for these items to the animal rescue. This is from 1984. But anyway, the reason why I got this one is because I remember seeing this chart. And I couldn't remember if it was my grandmother's house or my aunt's house. And so she stitched this. And so I asked my aunt about it a couple weeks ago after this came in the mail. So I bought it, of course. And she said that it's at her house. And I guess my grandmother, when she had a stroke, she was working on this one. So it was like in her stitching bag. And so my aunt actually took it and finished it and hung it up at her house. So that's where I've seen it before, and I love it. So that's why I wanted it. I don't know if I'll ever stitch it or not, but I just wanted to have it in case I do want to stitch it. I don't know. You know how stuff like that is. Okay, just a few more goodies. Let's see. Let me get my bag up here. My box rather. All right, I had some fun at Target the other day. Steel City Stitchers. Those girls are always talking about finding goodies at the, you know, the little dollar spot at Target. And I lucked out and I found some stuff too. So let me just show you. I found these cute little towels, like with cross stitch on them for Christmas. That's really, I mean, it's not cross stitch. It's just like a flower sack towel, but it's supposed to be cross stitch, right? And then they had these little frames with stuff, which I don't want any of the stuff, but I thought that the frames, they're pretty shallow. They might come in handy. I could paint them or something and finish one of my items in them. They're kind of a different size, so I thought that might be nice to use. And then I got one of these cauldrons that they had showed. They're like metal, but you could finish a really cute Halloween piece in there. And it sits like, you can't really see that, but it'll sit flat on the shelf. That was good. I mean, they're just a couple dollars too each. And the other one was this cute little sled for $5. I mean, I could put something here. It would cover this snowflake up. I thought that was really cute. So those were fun things to get from Target and to add to my little finishing stash that I'm building up. And then just yesterday, yeah. So my sweet LNS, they've been putting stuff in my bag for me since, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks. I couldn't get by there because of the wedding, and then I got sick, and then I'm like, I've got to get over there before I go to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving. So I just want to show you a few of the goodies they had put back for me that I'd asked for, even some expo-y stuff. It just took a while to get them in. So the first thing is called Merry Christmas by Frog Cottage Designs. That's Deb. I love Deb. Deb has a FlossTube, Frog Cottage Designs. Go check her out. She's also on Instagram. I love this little simple, sweet design. I thought that was beautiful, and I'm gonna stitch it. So I got that one, and then you know I'm a sucker for RETM and her turkeys. So I've got Sabrina and Harry Gobblespell, and really I sort of just a little bit obsessed with this fabric that it's stitched on. Like, that looks really good. Yeah, but I love the gobble couples. And we do have a stitch along going with the gobble couples. Stitch any gobble couples. Hashtag gobble couple Sal. Put your work in there. Love to see it. I'm still working on Patrick and Molly. I have plenty more to stitch though. Then I got this Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee by Brenda Gervais. Yeah, it's a whole book of charts. All of these you see here, and these on the back. I thought they were cute. There's one I really liked. Let me see. Oh, I don't want to show the... Look at Broomhilda. Look at her teeth. I love her. Yeah, I want to stitch her. Look at her little shoes. She's cute. And then I'm obsessed with this guy. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to stitch him. He is gorgeous. I mean, I might have to start him before... I don't know. I love him. He's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I was able to get a book of days. I'm so excited. I've seen so many people posting about using theirs the past year and putting stickers in and all. And I love the format and the ease and the flatness of this. This is very similar to something I use for my daily, my planner for my regular life, because I work in a lot of different places and I have kids doing stuff. And so I like to look at a month all at once, and I like it to be kind of flat and well, it rides in my purse, so it's smaller than this one, but this is fine because this is going to be for my stitching. My other planner sort of became a little bit too much for me this year. It had a lot of great options in it, but then it sort of just, because I wasn't using them, it kind of put me off to use it, and it was bigger and fatter and bulkier, and I just want something easy that I can write in every day, like, this is what I stitched, or this is what the plan is, or however I so choose to use it. I'm super, super excited about this. I was able to get one of these at my LNS. If you don't have an LNS, I believe, I heard Stephanie say that Keepsakes had some. I don't know how many they have, but if you don't have, if you're LNS or you don't have an LNS, try Keepsakes. Yeah, so yeah guys, I mean, I think that's everything I'm gonna show for now. That's everything I'm gonna talk about for now. That's it. I'll be back really soon, because I want to just kind of give a wrap up and give a plan about what's going on, and then I'm going to start Flossmas. I'm super excited about it. You know, yeah, I'm super, super excited about it. If you have any ideas or suggestions or things you'd like to see or have me go over in the next month, you know, pop them in the comments. If you have any questions, hey, just ask away, ask away. I appreciate everyone's comments and likes and subscribes and watches and all the good stuff. This is fun. This is fun stuff to me. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. And yeah, thanks for not giving up on me and having some patience. You know, weddings and illnesses and things like that are, yeah, whew, something else. But yeah, back at it. Super excited to be here. And y'all have a good week and have a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and enjoy time with your family and friends, or maybe you'll have a day off. If you have the day off, enjoy your day off and stay safe and happy and stitch, 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 and I'll see you soon. Bye.